Hey, good afternoon, traders. Good afternoon. My name is Raul Rivera, and I am the founder of themarketprofile.com. Today is Tuesday, August 8th, 2017. Let's get started with today's trading. Today we had another profitable day. I don't like to toot my own horn per se, but today has been our fifth straight day of profitable trading. So I definitely encourage everyone to come check us out. Try out our 14-day trial. I promise you won't be disappointed. We've been doing and making some really great trades using the market profile as our main tool, and I've been displaying it, showing it off, and showing how simple and easy trading can really be. Trading is one of the hardest jobs out there. 99 or 95% people fail. I don't know the statistics, but trading is definitely one of the hardest jobs, and making it a little bit easier can certainly improve your personal income, and maybe make a career out of trading. That's what I did. I made a career out of trading. It's the one thing I love to do, and since you guys are watching the videos here, you're definitely interested, and I think it's something that you would like to do as well. And I think I can help you guys learn a strategy, learn a methodology that works time and time again. Like I said, we've been trading for a week and a half now, and well, a week and a couple of days, and we've had five straight winning days. Um, Today being the fifth, tomorrow probably the sixth, but then again, we never know. So let's get started here with our trading. So in the middle of the day, I had to restart my NinjaTrader platform, and it unfortunately erased most of the levels that I was looking to buy and sell. Fortunately enough, my orders were still in place, and I did get filled on the orders that I was looking for, and I at least wrote down the levels rather than draw them up. So we were looking to sell 78 to 80. That was obvious. We've been trying to do that for the longest time now in the S&P 500, and we finally got to do that now. We had an economic report today called the JOLTS Job Openings Report. Uh, it caught, I think, everybody off guard because number one, you have the JOLTS, and I will explain to you what this is. So the JOLTS is just from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Market Statistics and blah blah blah. Okay, pretty much from the Labor Department, and it shows you job vacancies. Okay, job vacancies. Okay, job vacancies. And then you have something called the non-farm payrolls, right? The NFP. And this shows how many jobs were filled. So last Friday we had the non-farm payrolls, great number, tons of jobs created in the US economy, but the market had very little reaction to it. The only markets that would have a reaction to it are, your gold, 30-year bonds, and currencies. That's it. Metals, bonds, currencies. That's it. The US indices had zero reaction to the non-farm payroll. So jobs that are filled and have been taken, we don't, there we go, we don't get any reaction out of, but job vacancies is something that we're gonna rally off of. It's ridiculous, but that's exactly what happened, and we got caught off guard. So I started shorting here. You can see my orders here. I sold 78.50, 79, 79.50, and 80. And as you can see here, my short fills. Very quickly after I got out of my position. Okay, very quickly after. Number one, we got to be smart, and this is where our indicators come into play. Okay, unlike a lot of indicators out there, believe me, there are a ton of indicators out there that give you false descriptions. One of them being this shaken money flow, and I don't mean to say anything bad about this, but it's very badly advertised. It's telling you, oh, it's going to show you the amount of the buying and the money flow coming into the market. But I've taken a look at the source code before. I'm a programmer as well, and from what I see, I don't see anything having to do with volume. I see zero volume information in those kinds of indicators. They could be misleading. Our indicators, this is for example the cumulative tick volume. This is taking actual volume information. So we were extracting information straight out of the time in sales, and which the time in sales, if you don't know what that is literally a log of every single trade that has taken place in the market. Now, we take that information, we dissect the buy orders and the sell orders, and we can see who is actually in control of the market. Is it the buyers? Is it the sellers? Is price diverging away from volume, or is it in confluence with volume, right? And today it was in confluence, right? It wasn't diverging away. And so we saw the large institutions buying the market here hard. I mean, as hard as they could buy it. Meanwhile, I'm short. So what am I supposed to do? Get ran over by a train? Absolutely not. So I decided, you know what? I'm taking off my position. This was a 2-point loser, minus $625 I took on this trade in the S&P 500. Okay. So we wanted to short 78.5 to 80. It didn't happen the way I would have liked it to, but lo and behold, an amazing reversal midday on G period. We decide to reverse all the way and make some brand new lows. So we decide for the first time to trade down over 20 points in the S&P, increasing volatility to 11. Things are starting to look a little crazy. Hopefully this volatility can continue. It's going to create some amazing trading opportunities in the days to come. So I definitely encourage you guys, if you're not part of the room, please join us, www.themarketprofile.com, and you can see how we trade those every single product that we do live. So this one I took a loser on 5 contracts, 2.5 points. I'm out, and I was out very smartly, right? This is a smart sale. Okay, it's a good sale. It's a loser, but it's a good sale. We can see order flow from the institutions. They're buying it. Why am I going to stand in front of a moving train, right? So I got out of it, took my loser, and thankfully I did. The market did trade back up another extra 6 points, which is something would have mounted to a loss that I definitely would not have wanted to take. Okay. Sorry, watching Manchester and Real Madrid. So here in the crude oil market, fantastic trade again. Okay, this was for the second day in a row, catching the absolute low of the day. Okay, if you don't believe me, here are my fills. Okay, I'm as transparent can be. Yesterday, what did we do? We started buying right down here based on market profile levels. Absolute low of the day. Sold these out at 49 and a quarter, plus 60s, plus 60 plus ticks in profit there. Here, once again, we caught the low of the day. We got in 5 contracts, again using our market profile methodology, 49.05, 49, and I bought 3 at 48.94. Total average on this trade was 49.97, 49.97, and I sold these at 49 and a quarter. I could have sold them for a lot more. As you can see, prices did come all the way up to 49.60. Could have had over a 60 tick trade on this one, but I decided I was trying to sell it at the high of the day. That's the idea behind a D-shaped distribution. Buy the low, sell the high. So if you're long at the low, you want to sell it at the high. If you're short at the high, you want to cover at the low. That's the whole idea. The market started to sell here. We saw the institutions were selling, so I got out. Still 28 tick profit on 5 contracts, about $1,400 on this trade. Cash. Catching the absolute low of the day. taking only one trade, right? So that's the idea that that's the culture that I'd like to implement into our live trading room. It's that you don't need to take a lot of trades to make the most amount of money. The market profile allows us to take as little amount of trades for as much amount of profit as we can get. Uh, so here, another great trading day in crude oil. We've done it twice in a row already. Great profits, catching the absolute low of the day. 2 days in a row. Hopefully, we can make it three. Now, moving on to gold. For some reason, my chart doesn't want to like load up the indicator for gold only. So it's a little bit temperamental for gold. So this one, we took a loser. $240 is what we ended up losing. Took a couple of trades. So the first one was a long right here at TWAP. I ended up closing my position right around here for about a $300 loser. This was after the JOLTS opening report came out, and we were taking a look at the euro and the yen, and these markets were really selling off, and they were looking a lot like gold. So well, to be correct, gold was looking a lot like the currency markets that are against the dollar. So with that being said, I was like, you know what? Ooh, okay, I got filled on my original long. We were trying to get long 60 to 61. And you know what? That area wasn't too bad, but it did trade down to 57. So that's kind of tough to hold on to, more than just a few points loser in order and waiting for a reversal to the upside. So the idea to get in was good, but we were about 3 points too far from the low of the day. So waiting for this one to turn up would have been pretty tough. Nonetheless, I did get long here. 60 half, I believe, was my average fill. I got out at 68. Where did I get out? It's right here, 61. So I get in at 60 70. Sorry, I got in at 60 70, and I got out at 61. That was 3 ticks, which on 2 contracts comes out to $60. So I was down 300. I made $60 total. P&L in gold negative $240. That's my other loser for the day. Looking at the 30-year, this was another market we were trying to get long, and we only had one area that we were interested in getting long, and it was between 54 and 53.30. 54 and 53.30. So you can see I got my fill here at 54.01. The market did trade up to about 10 ticks before it reversed, and of course the JOLTS job report just very strange. As soon as it came out, it was just the weirdest thing. I just couldn't believe the amount of volatility that was involved in that market. I lost money in the S&P, but the next trade I'm going to show you after the 30 years, probably the trade of the day, absolutely. So looking at the 30-year, 154.01. As the market was moving lower, I said, you know what? I don't want to be part of this. I think it's going to continue to go down with gold. Closed my position here at 154.02. Made $31.25. A whopping $31.25. So just a one-tick profit here, and good thing we did. As you can see, the market traded all the way down to 153.16. Well under the area that I was able to get into. Okay, next up we have the NASDAQ, and hang on, just put it right there. So here we go. So here I have the NASDAQ futures. This was the trade of the day, and here, in the NASDAQ we had an inside day, a lot like the Dow and a lot like the S&P 500, and the idea on an inside day is to buy the low just under the low and sell just above the high. So buy just under the low and sell just above the high, because the idea is that if we continue to trade inside yesterday's range or the prior day's range, we should remain consolidating inside that range. So buying the low and selling the high is the best thing that you could do, and that's exactly what we did. So we were trying to buy, and we did. I say we a lot, but I mean okay, but some of our subscribers got into these trades as well, and we all made money together. Um, I was trying to get long 18 to 13. Okay, 18 to 13. First contract I got filled 59.18. Second contract 59.12.75. I had my order placed at 59.13, so I got a little bit of positive slippage on that. I got filled at a better price than what I originally tried to execute on. And as you can see, we were trying to take it to the high of the day, and that's exactly what we did. Took my order off at 59.51, so this was good for 35.5 points. Okay, 35.5 points. How many of you out there can say, hey Raul, I made 35.5 points, or I made 40 points, I made 60 points? How many of you can say that today? If yes, that's fantastic. Congrats. But this was pretty difficult to do if you didn't use the market profile. I mean, we caught the absolute low of the day and sold the absolute high at the time. As you can see, I mean, the market did trade all the way up to 72. I mean, I could have had an extra 20 points on that. Could have been another, could have been 50 points profit on this NASDAQ trade. Let me just switch it back over to the hybrid view, and let me maximize the chart so we could all get like a better view here. I mean, just fantastic order placement at 58, at 59.18, and also perfect sale at 51. So on just two contracts, okay, two contracts, selling them 35.5 points later, plus another 14.20 on this one. So as you can see, I mean, we are making some fantastic trades in the room, and I'd really like for you guys that are not part of the room to sign up, or at least sign up for the daily market summaries, which are absolutely 100% free. And you guys can sign up for those on the website, www.marketprofile.com. But as you can see, I mean, we are really hitting the market, and we're doing it very, very well. I want to show my portfolio spreadsheet, so let me pull that up. And just to show you our profitability so far for the month of August. So first day of the month, we lost $1,500. Second day made 3,400, so double what we lost. The following day, just a simple 85. The following day, 812. The following day, 2913, and today another $1,900. As you can see here, P&L for the years up close to $90,000, and this is since May. I started tracking my log here since May of this year. I'm up well above this year to date, just using the market profile. And just for the month of August, total P&L $8,314, and I can tell you right now the maximum size contract that we've been trading is no more than 5 contracts. Okay. Many of us out there have small accounts. Some of us have pretty large accounts, but 5 contracts is something we can trade on smaller accounts. And to get this kind of profitability in just the first few days of the month is pretty remarkable. And the percent profitability is very high as well. As you can see, my my average profitability here for the past um, over the past 1, 2, 3, 4 months up to date, I'm averaging around 72 to 73% uh, profitability. Here for the month of May, I had 45 winning trades, 19 losing. 49 winning trades in the month of June, 18 losing trades. For the month of July, 31 winning trades, 10 losing. And so far this month, 18 winners and 6 losers. But as you can see, we only had literally just one losing day. The rest, everything else has just been pure profit in my pocket. So I encourage you guys, come check us out. Once again, www.themarketprofile.com, and see how we achieve this type of probability and this type of profitability. I think I can definitely help you guys out with your trading in the futures markets. And something interesting as well, a couple of the members that I've spoken to, one of them has been actually using some of these signals, like the ones for the S&P 500 futures. They've been using these signals on the futures to trade the actual stock, which would be the SPY. And they've been doing pretty okay doing that, since some people just don't want to commit to trading futures contracts directly. They want to do it indirectly. They do it that way. And the same person, I believe, that I spoke to, he had also told me he uses binary options based off some of the signals that I post in the room. And I was just like, whoa, that's actually pretty smart. Binary options are a derivative that is kind of weird in a sense, but for traders with really smaller account sizes, it's something that can get you some skin in the game, and show you how and not show you, but give you a little bit less risk. So I was pretty impressed by that. I certainly never thought of using binary options to trade my futures market profile, but it's something that can be done apparently, and it's pretty cool that that trader is getting some decent probability on his trades, and some nice profitable trades based off some of the signals that we have here through the futures market. So that's using the futures as a proxy to trade stock. Futures as a proxy to trade stocks. Pretty interesting. Anyways, guys, that's really all the time I have for today. I hope everybody enjoyed today's video. If you did and you're on Facebook, feel free to click like, ask me a question in the comments, and or give us feedback of a contract that you would like to see me go over for the day, and I can certainly do that for tomorrow's video. So other than that, guys, I hope everybody has a great evening, and have a good night, everybody. See you all tomorrow, bright and early in the room, hopefully. Thanks, guys.